I don't know why, but I really need to stretch right now.
I'm like, right when you click record.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to get one in there, Judy. Gosh, don't yuck my yum. Welcome to a conversation with Judy and Ryan right here on YouTube at takeabreathpod. You can also, for now, you can check us out on X at takeabreathpod. There's that. Did you hear about the mass exodus happening right now?
I have, yes, and I thought about also joining, but
you're thinking about joining Blue Sky? I'm thinking. I might download the app.
You know what? I was like, oh, Lizzo joined. It just randomly popped. I was like, huh.
Lizzo's the reason? That's who you're like, oh, no. She joined. Miss Female SA herself?
No, but I didn't know what it was. I was like, what is this? And then that's when I got into like this deep dive of what Blue Sky was.
Yeah, the thing that Lizzo joined.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? I don't.
Oh,
no one else was talking about it on the timeline.
Okay, fair. I'll give you that. Yeah, if you guys haven't heard, because of the election results and everything, people are doing what is being called a mass exodus from Twitter. Blue Sky at this point, here, I actually have it right here. Give me 1 second. Blue Sky at this point is on track to get something like, nope. Oh no. Oh boy. Why is this not working now? Oh God. Okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. Warrior spirit, Ryan. There's that. And then here. No. Oh, I know. Geez, because I forgot to present my dang screen. There we go. There we go. There it is. Yay. So Blue Sky is on track to get, oh no, they now have 15 million subscribers. My apologies. And the question is, are they on track to take over X? Now, X still has hundreds of millions of users. That's why I say, like, let's relax, mass exodus, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, if I don't have to support Elon, that's not the worst thing for me.
Exactly. It's, why not?
Why not?
Let's just go ahead and move on over there. I don't do much on X anyways.
I mean, yes, you do, because I read one of your tweets. It probably wasn't from today, but like one of them popped up on my phone. And it was like, I really want to be what'd you call it?
A planner girly.
Yeah, I really want to be a planner girly, but I just love my Google Calendar so much.
I do. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
oh man.
I try. Do you have you? Well, okay, not you. I was like, I don't think you would be carrying a planner with you.
No, I've tried the planner thing. Yeah. No, I've tried the plan, not like in recent decades, but I've tried the planner thing. So, it just, I don't detail enough of my day to warrant using, like, I feel like if I have a planner, I almost have to be like lunch, breakfast, snack.
You gotta be like, make it apparent to actually write in this thing.
Right. And I keep my life fairly simple, Yeah. I eat pretty much the same thing for breakfast and lunch every day, and then whatever roulette is happening for dinner with the EP.
Yeah.
So there's just either way. Getting off topic. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
But you do use X, but either way, the thing that I wanted to talk about very first to start off the show is that it is finally happening, okay? We've had to wait an extra 6 months, but it's finally happening. Mike Tyson is getting in the ring against Jake Paul tomorrow on Netflix. I I can't say that I'm excited for this fight,
Mm-hmm.
but I am very intrigued. And it's because this is the first time Jake Paul will have fought a boxer since, what was it? The Fury brother? I forget his name. Tyler Fury? I don't know. Either way, Tyson Fury's brother.
Mm-hmm.
And I know originally when this fight came around, I really did think that Tyson was just going to wipe the floor with Jake Paul.
Yeah, we remember.
But honestly, the whole him getting sick in training camp thing changed my mind a little bit. And here, let me show you this. Hold on, I never am in the right. There we go. And Jake Paul is actually like a 225 favorite, according to ESPN. If you could take a look on our video feed at TABPOD on YouTube. See? So when I see that he is that big of a favorite, even if it is so that they can get people to bet on Tyson, because that's the weird thing about betting is it's not just about, who the actual favorite is. It's about also getting the public to vote a certain way, all that kind of stuff. But seeing that he is a fairly decent sized favorite, not huge, but nothing small either. He's basically a 2-1 favorite.
Yeah.
It gets me thinking. It gets me thinking that maybe this 60-year-old man might not be able to go the distance with this kid.
Maybe not. So you're going to watch it?
Of course I'm going to watch it.
Okay.
If I had to pay anything for it, there's no way that I would watch it. But the fact that it comes with the $17.99, I'm forced to pay Netflix every month.
Yeah.
Or $21.99. I don't know. They keep changing it. But yes, no, I mean, that's the motivating factor in me watching it at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I might have paid a small sum to see it originally on Netflix. But like I said, once Tyson got the illness during training camp, it doesn't really hit the same when you beat up a geriatric. I mean...
Okay.
I'm just saying, if you think about it, it really is lose-lose, okay?
True.
If Jake Paul wins, then he beat up a 60-year-old. Good for you.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't, and that's with him having to pretty much dominate the fight. Anything other than that, and it's going to be like, wow, even though he's Tyson, he's 60, and you let him even come close, or you let him beat you, it's lose-lose. So that's but I don't know. I could tell you're super interested in the fight.
No, I don't like the Paul brothers. I was going to call them the Logan brothers.
Oh my God, not the Logan brothers again. No, I get it, but maybe that's why you'd be interested in hopefully he gets hit in the face.
Maybe. What time is it on?
I don't know. I just know when I get home, that's what the TV is going on to Netflix. So
fair enough.
And then I figure, if it tells me I'm too early, okay, I'll come back whenever it tells me to come back. But that's just how my night is gonna go tomorrow.
Okay.
You're telling me that you don't plan your nights via what the Netflix tells you to do? Are you serious?
I honestly haven't been watching much stuff on Netflix. So I can't tell you.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Is that because you've been having such super awesome conversations with your squad?
Yes.
I
but
swear.
Also there's also other subscriptions that I think are what's the word? More favored aside from Netflix right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
God damn it, Judy. I gave you a perfect fucking segue. We had a perfect segue. And you were just like, you know what? Just got to fuck Netflix. That's what I just got to throw that in there real quick. I'm on the Disney Plus lifestyle, son. Oh God.
Oh man, I'm sorry. Let's continue on.
That's okay. It's fun. No, I'm having fun. I'm having fun. But you've been talking about this chat that you were having with your squad.
Yes.
And I need you to tell me more about it. Because honestly, when I heard this first conversation topic, I was like, how fucking boring are y'all?
I know.
Like, is this all that? But also, I feel like I've blown up the timeline in my head because you've been talking about this for, I feel like, a while now. Or maybe it was just today. I don't know. But it feels like it's been forever. So what is this topic that you guys can't stop talking about in your chat?
Okay, it's not that we can't stop talking about it. It was just like an ongoing thing yesterday. So my friends and I do this thing called Wednesday Waffle, where we would just kind of give each other updates, like on Snapchat. We would just record, like a minute or two of just life updates, just to kind of keep in touch with everyone's things that are happening in life. And so I started talking about how I was making lunch and I was eating a baked potato. And I was like, yeah, is it weird that I love to eat the skins on my baked potato? And that's where this whole conversation of like potatoes ensued in our group chat. And so like Val was like, I'm going to say that baked potatoes are like my least favorite potato dish. And I was like, interesting. Okay. And then everybody just started chiming in with their least favorite potato dish.
Okay. What other potato dishes are there that are not favored?
Okay. So Val says she doesn't like baked potatoes.
Right.
Sandy said she is not a fan of mashed potatoes.
So this is just what people don't like. This isn't like categorically what are bad potato dishes.
Not like, just to like your preference of potatoes.
Oh my God.
We're not gonna. What did you think we were talking about?
I thought you were
like,
gonna talk
general?
about what were bad potato dishes.
No.
This is just a conversation of foods your friends don't like now. Oh my God!
Well, if you think about it, there's really no bad potato dish.
That was why I was like, this has got to be the boringest conversation.
I didn't even say like favorite. I said just your least favorite, like least favorite potato dish. That's what I put. I didn't put anything else.
But I guess my brain went blank when I read it because I was like, that's got to be something not what I'm thinking.
But anyway, so then we started going down the whole of like your least favorite potato dish. And so I asked Keith, I go, hey Keith, what's your least favorite potato dish? And he straight up said potato wedges.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Potato wedges.
What? Keith, what are we doing? This topic vexes me deeply. Every aspect of this topic vexes me deeply. Potato wedges?
He said potato wedges without even like a single thought. He just straight up potato wedges. Okay. And I said steak fries because they're too starchy for me.
You guys are the fucking same person, okay? You just picked a different style of potato wedge. Get the fuck out of here. Oh my God.
Less thick. I'm just saying it's less thick and it doesn't have skins on it at that point. Okay. There's a difference.
Oh my God. I can't believe, I can see you two having a stupid ass argument about that too. Be like, oh no, steak fries are way worse than potato wedges. They're the same fucking thing. Oh, okay.
Man, I love it. I love it. Okay, so I wanted to know,
will. Here's the thing, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a bad potato dish. Okay, potatoes are God's gift to the planet. That's why every diet takes them out. Okay, you can have like a potato here, a potato there, but like you're not getting potatoes in every meal because they make you fat. If they weren't God's gift to the planet, they would be terrible tasting and make you skinny. But they make you fat. So,
well, they don't really make you fat.
They're full of carbs. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but they're like high in potassium. They're high in fiber if you eat the skins.
If you eat the skins, you're over here talking about your fucking steak fries with no skin.
I said in the beginning, I eat.
Oh, that's what Keith. Yeah, that's your least favorite. Keith hates the skin. Okay. All right, perfect. So you have high potassium. So you're ready to work out with your potato diet.
I'm just saying, potatoes get a bad rep. Like, yes, because
they don't get a bad rep. They are not the healthiest food. But they don't have a bad dish because they're not healthy.
I'm like, going to ask ChatGPT if potatoes are healthy.
Okay. It's going to say, only if you want to be a fat bitch.
Why would you say it like that? Why can't you just say, like, if you want to be a big back? Like, let's not say
big back.
Bitch, okay? We're going to go with big backery. Like,
okay, look, fat bitch was probably a bit much, especially since I'm an advocate for using the B word as a friendly term. So that's that. You know what?
The thoughts,
that's on me,
and expressions of Clownboy Ryan in no way reflect those of Judy herself, the A Conversation with Judy and Ryan podcast, or parent company Take a Breath Productions. All rights reserved. Okay. Copyright 2020.
Thank you. I appreciate it. ChatGPT, I just asked, are potatoes healthy? And it said, yes, potatoes can be very healthy food.
Can be.
Listen, they're naturally rich in several important nutrients, including vitamins, vitamin C and B6, all right, minerals. They contain potassium, magnesium, and small amounts of iron, fiber, antioxidants, and it lists all the antioxidants that I can't pronounce.
Okay.
Which may reduce inflammation and lower
gave you
the
its
risk
nutritional
of chronic
information.
Yeah. And they're relatively low in calories and high in water content.
I'm going to move on.
Okay.
I'm going to move on because I don't want to get wrapped up in another potato conversation. Okay. I feel like your life has already been more than taken over by potatoes. And honestly, you know what? I'm not a fan of the fact that you went to ChatGPT just now. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that. It's not that. I'm saying I don't like the thought of, instead of going out and Googling something, and even if you only look at the first source that you go to, at least it's like, at least you went and tried. And if someone goes, no, you idiot, that's a bad source, don't use Wikipedia, stupid, then you can go back and be like, oh, let me check somewhere else. But with ChatGPT, you're just like, well, ChatGPT told me, I don't know where they're getting it from somewhere. Okay.
They're Googling it for
me. God. Wally is gonna fucking happen, people. Okay? We're all just gonna be, what was the term you said?
Big backs?
Big backs? Okay, we're all just gonna be big backs with our Slushy
Have you-
cups full of protein.
Have you never heard that term before?
No, I've never heard it before.
Oh my God. It's literally all over social media.
Yeah, I try not to be on social media. It depresses me.
Oh man. Okay.
So that's why I come to you for these things. And then you're like, I didn't really see anything on TikTok. And I'm like, well, I don't know what to do then. Okay. I'm just going to be stuck in my little corner of the world, not experiencing anything new forever. Okay. It's just what's going to happen.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
See, so I knew that the conversation with your squad was going to upset me. I just had this feeling. So that's why I put this next segment after this, because I knew that I was probably going to be a dick to you a little bit. And so I wanted to put something
a
nice
little
for
bit.
you. A little bit? What? I didn't say anything mean. Except that, like, I said the conversation might be a little boring, but I didn't call any of you or your friends fat bitches. If that's how it came out, then my apologies. That's not how it was meant. I was just talking about the royal fat bitch, okay? So my bad on that.
Okay.
But,
okay.
but I'm confused, okay? I don't know what happened. But you wanted to do a show and tell.
I did. There's motion detected in my outdoor camera. Okay.
Uh-oh. It's the Houstons. They coming for you.
Turn off this. Okay. Sorry. Warrior spirit. Warrior.
There you go. You get it.
Show and tell.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know if you finished the segue.
I mean, at this point, doesn't matter. We're just flying. Okay, we're experiencing the wave of emotions that's just coming with this show. So yes, show and tell.
Okay, so I don't know. Okay, I know you don't know, but TikTok has a shop where you could just buy things that people are creating. It's essentially like an Etsy, but it's through TikTok.
Wow. Rude. I did know about TikTok shop.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, because I didn't, you're not on it, so I'm not expecting you to know about TikTok.
No, I understand. I understand where the thought process was. I've never been in the TikTok shop.
But you know of it.
I've just heard of it. Why? Because of exactly what's about to happen. Some girl in my life was like, yo, I found this on TikTok shop.
I did, yes. And wow, they caught me again.
What'd they catch you with this time?
So this girl was like, she starts off her video, was like, y'all, this is the best thing I bought. And she just starts cracking up. And she's like, it wasn't even expensive. That's how she caught me there too. She starts cracking up and it wasn't expensive. It's like, damn it. Okay, tell me, girl, what you got? She got these stickers for her credit cards.
Okay. Wait. Is it like the sticker that covers the whole card?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So let me show y'all the two that I bought.
Okay.
This one says, I'm just a girl.
Is that a kitty?
Yeah. Or
okay.
Yeah, it's a sad cat.
It's a sad cat with
it's a sad hamster.
Oh, okay. It's a sad hamster. I was about to say that's an ugly fucking cat. It's a sad hamster with a pink flower in its head, or pink bow in its head, and then I'm just a girl.
Yes.
Is that your when you go to like the mechanic and they're like, look, we're gonna have to take a look and rewire and some stuff you had in the car. You're like, I don't know what to say. Don't take advantage.
That would be that. And and then this one is the sad cat.
So you just went all sad. You just were like, anytime I have to use this card, I want to think about sad feelings.
You know what? All sad. But I am just so obsessed with these. And they had like the reverse Uno one. I was like, I should
Uno one.
I should get that next time. But man,
that one almost got me. I wouldn't get those for two reasons. Not because I don't think that. I think anyone who gets them is fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the two reasons I wouldn't do it: one, I do most of my paying with my phone. Okay, I've adopted Apple Pay, like the good Lord intended. Okay, He intended for us to not have to use anything but our phones, and I have accepted it into my life.
As you should. Yes, I love Apple Pay.
And the second reason is because of the type of wallet I have. That's way over there. But I have one of those front pocket wallets is what people call them. So like it's not a fold wallet. It's a wallet that like you just put your cards in.
Like this.
Yes, but mine is much more industrial, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, this goes on my phone.
The in and out, I feel like the in and out of taking the cards in and out of it all the time would mess that sticker up prematurely. Yeah. So that's the two reasons. But the Uno card and the reverse, and basically any of the Uno cards, that one I was like, oh my God. Oh my God.
I know.
But I've seen you can get the stickers in anything that you can think of, right? So if you're into anime, if you're into dinosaurs, whatever. I don't know why all the things that I think of are just
anime, dinosaurs.
Are just what 12-year-old boys would be into. I don't know why that's where my mind goes to. Video games.
It's okay. Mine says I'm just a girl and sad cat, you know?
Oh, but no, those are very cool. So the other thing though is like, what if you have a card that you don't use all the time? Like I have a credit card that I've paid off and I'm just like, I have it there just so I have open credit, but no other reason. What happens if you put that sticker on there and then like one day you go back to that card and you're like, what was this card? What was this to? Someone tell me what bank this goes to.
It'll be on the back.
I mean, maybe.
It is.
We don't know. We don't know what's back there. It's a mystery. Everything is a mystery.
Oh, man. Although you do know they will close your card if it's like inactive for a year. So as long as you have something getting charged to it at least once a month or something.
I'll go charge something to it eventually. They'll send me a letter first, right? Like I feel like I'll get a letter.
Maybe.
This is from a credit union, so I feel like they need every little extra thing. So I'm pretty sure they'll send me a letter. If not, I'm moving my $14.37 to another institution. I'll financially ruin you guys if you don't send me that letter.
Look, apparently people are like moving towards credit unions and leaving these big bank corporations or whatever. I don't know.
Honestly, I'm a big advocate of credit unions. It's because of the credit union I'm with that I was able to build my credit back up, right? Because when I was way younger, I foreclosed on a condo that I was in because A, I was probably not as responsible as I should have been, but B, I just didn't make enough money to afford it. But it was when they were just handing out loans to anyone. It is like, oh, you have a pulse? Here you go. Oh, you're a first-time buyer? Oh, we'll even throw in some little umbrella drinks for you. So that happened.
Yeah.
God, I forgot what I was talking about. The little umbrella drinks threw me for a fucking loop.
Talk about
God
credit
damn it.
unions here.
Oh yeah. So
Yes.
after all of that, like I waited like the 85 years that you have to wait for all that stuff to fall off. And then I went to a credit union and they're like, oh yeah, we'll get you this. And we got you a credit card. You have a line of credit associated with it. You never have to touch either of those, but they make it, and they explained all this stuff. And just, it was a really nice experience. And they are more, from what I understand, and that's how it was back then anyway, they're more accompanying to people than a big bank would be. Like, that's their whole thing. So,
right. Yeah.
Okay. We've done the show and tell. And now it's time for Am I Overreacting? And I'm hesitating because of what I'm about to read to you.
I know. You didn't even give me a preview.
No, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that to you.
Okay.
All right. Am I overreacting? Caught my boyfriend taking a number 2 in his hand. My 26 female boyfriend, 36 male of 2 years was in the bathroom at his apartment when I opened the door to grab my allergy meds. I didn't think to knock and figured he'd lock the door if needed. But when I opened it, he was squatting on the floor while holding a wad of toilet paper directly underneath his ass. I screamed and ran out. 5 minutes later, he called me. There was no denying what I saw, so he came clean and says he does it to make less sound as opposed to crapping directly into the bowl because he's shy and would be embarrassed if I heard him doing it. I'm freaked out still. Am I overreacting?
What?
I haven't had a story this good to react to on this topic for so long. We got a guy who poops into his hand
Because he doesn't want to make noises.
I think that what he's talking about is the plop into the toilet. He thinks that his massive shits are so big and so grand that it will be of meteoric proportions when it hits the water. And a tsunami will encase everything. And he'll be embarrassed.
I just want to know if he does this like all the time, or if it's just when he's at her house.
Oh, I think he does it anytime. I mean, from what he said, I'm just going to assume he does it anytime he is anywhere around other people. Like maybe he sits on the toilet when he's at home alone, but other than that, he is squatting into his hand, wild style every time. So I'm inclined to say that there's just something off about him. And therefore, I'm guessing that she's going to say, am I overreacting for thinking that he is weird? So I'm going to say, no, not overreacting. Because something to me is about that is weird. And it's not just the fact that he's pooping into his hand, right? It's the lie that he came up with about it being too loud.
Yeah.
Because I just thought of a better one off the top of my head. All right, it's better for you to squat and poop. Toilets are not set up ergonomically correct for your colon.
True. Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's just off top of my dome. I don't squat. I'm too big to squat. I would fall over, okay? Think about my big back self with a wad of toilet paper and just squatting there like, oh God, I fell. Now there's poop everywhere. All right, it's just, oh God. But that's a better reason that it doesn't make sounds. Also, what do you do if you got like diarrhea going? Well, you like get do you get like a full bucket, fill it with paper or toilet paper, and just go to town? What?
And then does he flush it? Oh my god!
That's what, I'm thinking that's what he does. Like
he clog your toilet. How much toilet you put?
I mean, I guess it would. Yeah, I guess it would depend on how much he's using.
You gotta use a good amount of toilet paper to not have it leak everywhere.
Come on, you know that he's honestly, you know that that's what it actually is. He likes pooping in his hand and then playing with it or doing something with it. No. I'm saying what? So it's not that much toilet paper, if any.
Yeah. Oh man, that's just
right.
Oh no.
So that's why he came up with it doesn't make as much sound.
Got doo-doo on his hands.
Yeah. Because he's just making Play-Doh creations out of it, right?
Oh man, I forgot which Asian country or countries has in their bathrooms they don't have toilets, they just have
the 3 seashells,
a hole in the floor, and then you squat over the hole in the floor.
You don't. Sorry, 3 seashells is a joke. Obviously, I'm guessing you've never seen Demolition Man.
No.
It's a great movie, and I guarantee you, Keith is listening to this right now, and he's like, "I can't believe she doesn't know about the 3 seashells," which is the only line from a Rob Schneider movie that I enjoy. That's not a Rob Schneider movie, though. That's a Stallone movie that Schneider's in. Sorry. All right.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell you about it. I'll let Keith tell you about Demolition Man. I'll spare you. Okay.
Okay.
Although I should tell you now, and then you have to relive it again and again and again, just like you make him relive Taylor Swift again and again and again. But I will spare you.
Okay.
I am a just and loyal king. But yeah, dude poops in his hand. That's not overreacting, girlfriend.
I would have never thought that you were ever gonna talk about a story about a dude pooping in his hand.
Yeah, I mean, there's the internet's wild. Okay.
Wow.
The internet is undefeated with good shit to talk about. That's worse on good shit to talk about. Hey.
Did you ever watch Broad City?
I love Broad City. I didn't see the last season, but I did watch the hell out of that show.
Do you remember that episode where there's a hurricane and their water wasn't working? So then Abby took a dump in her apartment, but then she couldn't flush it and her crush was there. So Ilana was like, "I got this, girl. I'm going to take care of it."
Oh, God. I do remember that one.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Beavers pooped in his sister's shoes.
Oh, my God.
Oh, good show. Right. I love it.
Right. We're gonna take a break. We're gonna
from the poop talk.
We're gonna reset. Okay. There's been a lot of ups and downs in this first 40 minutes of show. Okay. We haven't even gotten to the political stuff yet. That's coming. Oh God. So, just everybody go, take a break, take a breath, and we will be right back right here on A Conversation with Judy and Ryan. Woohoo! All right, welcome back to A Conversation with Judy and Ryan right here on YouTube at TABPOD. Also, if you're interested in supporting the show, you can go to our Patreon, $5 level, get you part of the ticker team, and then you will see your name flash across the screen, 6 to 8 times an episode. So, if you're really into seeing your name along with my family and Judy, then join the party, okay?
The ticker team.
Judy, I realized something about the election today. Okay.
Okay.
And it's the fact that, okay, so actually let me back up. So I've been really bad about checking my mail over the last month or so, right?
Okay.
So I got an email saying that I had a package to pick up from my Amazon locker yesterday. And I'm like, okay, I don't remember ordering anything, but whatever. Maybe someone sent me something nice. I don't know. So I go to check it out. And when I open it up, it's just all of the mail that I have been neglecting to get.
Wow.
Right? Well, because like my bills are on auto pay.
Yeah.
I get emails for pretty much everything pertinent. And yeah, 99% of it. Well, okay, no, that's not fair. 90% of it, my insurance stuff was in there because insurance is still ancient and they send you fucking paper everything. But
yes, pamphlets and your cards. And-
yeah. Other than that, it was, all junk mail. And most of that junk mail were political ads. That's also why that's why I thought I had more time. I hadn't factored in the extra mail being put in for political ads. Right?
Yeah.
So, but I noticed something. One was that Trump's messaging was a lot simpler, a lot cleaner of just a message, right? With Kamala, it was we're gonna reduce housing, or we're gonna make housing cheaper, we're gonna make groceries cheaper. She's gonna do all these things, right? But it would still spread your brain out to as like, oh, how are you gonna do all these different things? With Trump, it was where is it? I have it right here. President Trump made it affordable to buy homes. And it was like, oh, okay. There's another one I had where he just said, Trump makes life better. Right? And whether you agree with those or not, it's a simple, clean, effective message. And then also, I was going through everything and I didn't receive a single. Now, I'm not registered as I'm a nonpartisan person as my registered vote, so maybe that's part of it, right? But I didn't receive a single piece of mail specifically for Kamala Harris. I received a ton of Trump stuff. I received stuff like, we can't go back. This doesn't actually say anything about voting for Kamala. It just says, don't vote for Trump. Okay, throw your vote away, libertarian, whatever. We got join a vote party with Michelle Obama on it, right? So you would assume that that's for Democratic votes. It's Michelle Obama. Nowhere does it say vote blue, anything. The closest that we came to it was this pamphlet right here. And you could see all the pamphlets I'm showing on our YouTube at TABPOD. I know it's hard because it's shiny, but this is basically the entire Democratic ticket. And it's just saying vote Democrats. So literally the only print mail that I received to vote for Kamala for president was something that just said vote all Democrats. What? And she spent like, I don't know, $1.2 billion or something on advertising? What happened, girl? What happened? Did you receive stuff in your mail?
We might have. Honestly, Keith checks the mail, and then if it's all junk, it just goes in the trash, so I never see it.
But I honestly, as I was going through all this mail, to me, it was like, oh, well, obviously she lost. Look at this. She didn't try on one of the forms of advertising to people, especially, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, but stupid people, especially stupid people. Okay. You could have as many forms of electronic media as you want. Some people are just like, I got my mail and that's it. And they don't live part of actual society. Those are far and few between, but there are those people and it trickles down is my point. You just let the whole section go away. And then you were surprised. Also, I have a theory. It doesn't really work because they're both still alive, but Trump is basically Eli Manning reincarnated. And every time the women are trying to win a Super Bowl, he just comes in and goes, nope. Oh, Hillary, you're trying? Nope. Kamala, you're next? Nope. I'll stay alive until I'm 137 if a woman comes to fucking try and be president.
No.
I mean, he's got it. He's whatever the secret sauce is on that one, he's got it figured out.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. I know that talking politics vexes you. So I will oh no, I can't stop. I'm sorry. We're about to talk more political stuff, sort of. Have you heard of Mr. Nick Fuentes?
I've heard of him in a sense that I've seen tweets going around about him and something. Yeah.
So Nick Fuentes is the man who he's a podcaster. I've never listened to any of his stuff. He's a very right-wing podcaster, but he became extra famous recently because he tweeted out after the election, "Your body, my choice." This has led to a lot of not weird stuff, a lot of bad stuff going on. He's been doxxed, which if you're not sure what doxing is, it's when your information gets released to the public, like your address, your phone numbers, your family members, stuff like that. He has also had people showing up to his house. He had to, he didn't have to, but he pepper sprayed a lady who showed up to his house.
Okay.
And this guy took over a lot of conversation in my house this week because at first, the first thing we heard after his information was released was that somebody burnt his house down.
Oh my God.
Right. And I was on the side of you can't burn someone's house down for saying something you don't like. Now, I'm not saying that I don't understand, right? I'm not saying I don't get why you would want to. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it. I'm saying that saying something should not allow people to be able to become vigilantes. And the reason I say that, regardless of how disgusting someone may be, and if you disagree with me and you think that his house should have been set on fire because you really hate him.
Was his house, was it burned down though, or no?
No, but I'm saying it was.
Okay,
so
I didn't know.
So
like,
when I was talking,
too,
me and the EP got into it over this. When I was talking to her about it, we were both under the understanding that it had been burnt down.
Okay.
Since then, I've done more research. I don't see actual reports of that anywhere.
Okay.
The only report of his house that I see is that he pepper sprayed a woman on his porch. So,
fair.
But I'm saying if you were in the camp of, I'm so happy that someone burnt homie's house to the ground, I get where you're coming from. For me personally, though, I don't think that we should ever allow ourselves to be okay with vigilante justice. Now, if you disagree with me, that's fine. But that still doesn't mean that you're right. Because if, I'll put it this way, who's to say what the correct form of justice is? Because if I think my form of justice is good, but you disagree with it, or even flip that before the justice, who's to say what type of speech is worthy of being vigilantied? I'm going to make, if it's not a word, it's a word now, vigilantied, right?
Okay.
Because if, let's say, he says my body, my choice. Let's say somebody on the left says, if Kamala had won, let's say they say on the left, borders open, jobs are theirs, right? Because that's what the right was running on, is that Kamala was going to let the borders stay wide open and that they were going to come and take all our jobs and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And who's to say that, that person just threatened my livelihood, so I need to go burn their house down. Okay? Now, I also understand that we live in our society. We live, and by that I mean the U.S. American society, where free speech is a really weird thing, and it's really hard to punish someone for misusing it, right? We do have times like, if you yell fire in a theater, in a public space, something like that, where not free speech is not, guaranteed you over everything. But on, certain things, especially like social media, it's really pretty much unregulated. But that's an American problem that can be changed. And I say that because we have a dude named Johnny Somali, and he's over in Korea right now. And he's been over there just doing offensive antic after offensive antic after offensive antic, right? And so you know what they did? They said, you've been indicted. We're going to put your ass on trial, and you're not allowed to leave the country because of all these things you've been doing. He hasn't actually physically harmed anyone. He's just been going around being a public nuisance for social media appeal. Okay?
Okay.
But my point is, don't tell me we can't legislate something to tighten up freedom of speech if it really does mean that much to you. Because you can't, on one hand, say, we are okay with you saying this, but if it's the exact thing on the opposite side, oh no, they can't do that. Because that's not freedom of speech either. It's freedom of what you like. And that's not cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Look, I don't know what to tell you.
I know. I went on a bit. I went on a bit of a grandstand on that one. I talked for longer than I meant to. My bad. I got into the moment. I also would have gotten to a point where is he ever going to shut the fuck up? I thought this was a show where two people talked. So my bad on that.
Yeah.
But so I'm sorry, Judy. How do you feel about bad stuff happening? Let's say specifically to Nick Fuentes.
I mean, obviously what he said, resonates with me in a way that, why did he have to say that? Who are you to say that? But that's because I am a woman. But I'm not the type of person to wish any harm on another person, no matter how you said something, what have you. I wouldn't just say I would have just turned my eye, turned my head, just been ignoring him. Turn my eye.
He's cockeyed.
Yeah. You know what I meant.
No, that would make sense though. You look at him all cockeyed, it's like, what did you say?
How? And the thing is, when someone or some guy says that, I don't know if he just truly believes what he said, or he's just trying to get something out of people, a rise out of people, and that brings You know what I mean? It's one of those like,
No,
why?
100%. And I've heard that as the argument because another thing that came up in a separate conversation, this wasn't with the EP, but this was something that kind of came around a lot, was that the people that listen to him who are kind of fanatical about it are also going on to social media sites like X, where you're allowed to say whatever you want, and saying really, really terrible things. Okay, I get that is obviously over the line, right? And I'm not saying that there are no lines, but I am saying is that there are things that are obviously over the line, but that we still live in a country that those things are not regulated. That's my point. Yeah. But still, and I know that there is a lot of implied stuff. I'm not trying to say that he doesn't purposefully rile his people up or anything like that. But there's never anything that I've seen that he says where he explicitly says, hey, go out and tell women that they are less than and that they need to be slaves or any of that stuff, right? And still not saying what he did was okay on any level. I want to really, because just because I'm advocating for fairness doesn't mean that I'm okay with what he said. I'm just at a point in my life where I want to be able to say the same kind of stuff maybe on the other side without having to worry about my fucking house getting burnt down by some fucking weird redneck who doesn't know any better because, you know, he's inbred from his sister's grandma or something like that.
But that's kind of the society we live in now, though, right? It's I don't know. No,
it's people get all up in their feelings and they feel like they can take things into their own hands. And honestly, a big reason for that is our government. Our government has become so untrustworthy that we don't feel like we can actually have them take care of things because they're very inactive on a lot of things that we care about. And all people are going to say, well, don't worry. Trump's going to come in. He's going to make changes. Whatever. Those issues were there before Trump. They'll be there after Trump. And I'm talking about they were there before 2016, these issues. So these are things that are never going to get changed because politicians don't actually want change. They want just enough to keep themselves in power. Okay, that's what it really is. So sorry to burst your bubble on that. Sorry. You're not sorry, Judy. Don't lie to the people.
No, I'm done apologizing.
but I mean, I do think that, look, if you don't want someone to be able to say something, then fucking figure out a way to change it. Don't think that it's okay to take the law into your hands because that's a very slippery slope. And next thing you know, everyone's house is on fire and everyone's getting, shot because of stand your ground laws. And it's just a bad look. Okay. It's a bad look.
Yeah.
All right, Judy.
Yes.
Cheer us up, please. What's going on with the world of threads?
Ooh. Okay. I just have a story time. And this is kind of also a downer, so it sucks for us.
Okay. This is just, honestly, man. I wasn't going to say anything. This is kind of perfect. It's my birthday today. And we're recording this show on my birthday. And I was really I'm having fun. Don't get it twisted. I'm having fun. But it just is kind of perfect that we record the saddest fucking angriest show we've done in so long on my birthday. This is perfect.
So on par. Okay, so this thread is story time. It is a woman, 24, talking about her male coworker, 28. She says, last winter I was giving a male coworker rides home because he doesn't drive and he lived close to me. I know it might have seemed as if I liked him, but really it was because I know it sucks to have to wait for the bus in negative 40-degree weather. He tried to kiss me, and I told him he misinterpreted things. I didn't drive him home again after that. Fast forward to Halloween of this year, and we find ourselves at the same party. He corners me and when I was alone and tries to kiss me again. This time, he was shirtless. I pushed him away and asked what he's doing. He got embarrassed and said that he didn't try to kiss me and not to wait, what? And said that I'm like, did I just read this wrong? And said that he didn't try to kiss me and not to tell anyone. I went back to the party and told all my friends. He sulked for the rest of the night. I caught him taking a picture of me and messaged him the next day asking him to please delete it. He responded with, glad to know the girl I like doesn't like me back. He became obsessed with me because I was nice to him last year. For the record, she said, for the record, I'm 24 and he's 28. This is your sign to not be nice to everyone, especially those who make you uncomfortable. And
go ahead. Just I have some thoughts, but go ahead.
I don't know about okay, sorry. Let me collect my thoughts about this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the first thing that pops into my head is maybe if someone is someone that you would classify as weird, I'm not saying be mean to them, but giving them a ride in your car is a whole lot different than just saying, hey, bye, you have a great day, right? There's levels of kindness, right? You don't have to be rude, but you don't have to give him a ride home if he makes you feel weird, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming that's what she had said, or that because at the end she said, don't be nice to people even if they make you feel weird. So I'm assuming that she meant that from the beginning he gave her the heebie-jeebies. Also, why was his shirt off at this party? What was going on?
I was reading that part. I go, wait, did I miss something? Am I like, well,
also, his shirt was off. What?
He was just shirtless at this Halloween party.
I mean, was he dancing and he took his shirt off while he was dancing? Like,
maybe it was his costume. Did he
corner her for like a kiss and then like as a show of masculinity, he takes his shirt off and is like, you're gonna kiss me now. Ah! Yeah, but you're right too. Was it his costume? Like, did he show, like, was he, like, did it make sense for her to be shirtless? And she's just making it sound weird now. There's so many extra questions I have.
But you're right, though. Why would you give this man a ride? You know, I get that she felt bad, but at the same time, it's not her job to be his chauffeur, I guess, right?
Well, like, I'm a very empathic person, right? So I trust my gut and the vibe that I get from it. So if somebody's giving me a bad vibe, maybe she doesn't trust her instincts that well. She is only 24. I get it, but that's just a mistake. What I will also say, though, is her being like, he's 28 and I'm 24. I mean, yes, he is older. He should know better than whatever the circumstances were, or, you know. But let's not act like, oh, I'm 18 and he's 32. Like, come on. All right, relax. Relax a little bit on the age shaming. Okay.
I saw that too. Like, okay, it's not that.
But yeah, just like I totally get being a woman, or I totally have an understanding for how a woman would feel if she tried to do something nice for someone and in return he took that as like I'm gonna go in for a kiss. No. If that makes you feel a certain way in your little pantalones, Then you say, hey, this is really cool. Would you like to go get a drink sometime?
Yeah.
In fact, you're hot. I have beer in my house now. Would you like to come? And then she's like, yeah, I'll come in. Then, okay, it's open season. Go for the kiss. But that's not like your opening move.
Yeah, like, okay, you can get out the car now. Like, kiss.
Yeah. Thanks for dropping me off. What?
What?
So it's bad on both ends. It's bad all the way around. He's bad. She's not the brightest bulb. I don't want to say that she's bad, but that's not a good look. Like, you gotta put yourself in better situations and just now, if she didn't get that weird feeling about him until after that kissing thing, different thing.
Yeah,
like, I get it.
true.
You just thought you were helping somebody out. But if you had any inclination that it was not a good situation to be in, then you should not have put yourself in that situation.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to victim shame. She is in no way at fault. I'm just saying we still have to be better about what positions we put ourselves in. Okay.
Yes. Exactly.
But why was his shirt off?
Shirtless.
Okay.
Oh man.
Before we get out of here, Judy had a question or a story or something regarding sleepovers.
Yes.
So I wanted to know what you were going to ask.
Okay. I was watching a TikTok of a mom or one of the parents was like, I'm setting up.
Was it a mom or was it not a mom? Because you said it was a mom or one of the parents.
I think it was the mom. I was gonna say it was either the mom or the dad or the parents, right? Was making a TikTok.
Okay.
Sorry. Was making a TikTok. Her inflating a mattress, making it all cozy. And she's like, oh, I'm doing this, making it cozy. So it's like a sleepover for her kids, but they're just sleeping in the living room because she doesn't want them to sleep over at friend's house.
Oh, this story. Okay. I did not think that this was the sleepover thing. Okay.
No.
I thought you were going to talk about like fucking potato dish. You were like, yeah, remember sleepovers when we were young? Like,
no. So I was watching that video and that TikTok, and I was reading the comments, and people are like, your kids should enjoy being kids with their friends, sleepovers and things like that. So I was like, but and I get that the world is weird now and that parents aren't trusting. And so I was going to ask you, like, do you let Asher have sleepovers with his friends, like at his friend's house?
He hasn't.
Or has it not come up? Okay.
Hasn't come up. I'm trying to think. I don't think I did a sleepover until like 4th, maybe 5th grade. So it hasn't come up. Also, I think Asher feels weird about those situations since he splits time. Because he's always like, well, I'd love to have you sleep over. I just don't know where I'm going to be. I think mostly it's just how old he is. I might have been in 3rd grade. I don't think so, but I might have been. But yeah, no, I mean, let's say it comes up, okay?
Yeah, let's like one of his friends is having a birthday and it's like a birthday sleepover or whatever on a Saturday night or something. Like,
so if it's like that and there is a bunch of kids, I'm actually more okay with it. Okay, because let's just be honest. The more people around, the less likely something is to happen, right? I'm not saying that it's a perfect way, but I'm just saying, there's more eyes. So I'm more okay with it. Obviously, it would still come down to meeting the parents, talking to them, understanding. I'm not just doing you're going to John's house because Billy's having a sleepover? See ya, sport. No, that's not going to be happening. But I mean, yes, we live in a crazy, dangerous world, but that doesn't mean that we can't allow our children to still be children, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, at the same time, I would be freaking the fuck out the entire time he's not there. I wouldn't probably sleep at all the first couple times that he has a sleepover, unless the sleepover is happening at my house, because I know that everyone's going to be safe at my house, right?
Right.
But
I'm sure there's a parent on your end, on the other side, it's like freaking out like you are, right?
Of course. It's that weirdo with the long hair. I know his kind. Like, I get it, okay? I get it. But, at some point, you can't have your kids living in bubbles. You have to let them experience life. It's the same thing, like, when he falls down and stuff, and you want to go, oh, man, are you okay? But you can't. You just got to be like, you good? All right, get over it. Because that's just part of life. Life is not going to wait for you if you have a skin knee.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get you some antiseptic. Don't worry, bud. Like, we'll take care of it, but shut up with the crying, okay? Get out of my face.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you gotta show them who the alpha is, okay? Until one day they can take your place as the alpha. And then you can go to the funeral home. And then that's how you keep your bloodline strong. I think I just described how one becomes Emperor Palpatine, but we're going to let that one go. I shouldn't have made a Star Wars reference on this show. You're just looking at me confused now.
Again. Never seen them.
Again, I want to be a planner girly, but I love my Google Calendar.
I will say, though, I grew up in a household that did not allow me to go to sleepovers or have any friends stay at my house until I was in high school.
Well, I mean, the timeline, no, your parents are a bit overprotective. I'm not going to lie. A bit overprotective. They didn't let you have sleepovers. You know what's funny, though, is I also had sleepovers in high school. You know what that actually meant? It meant we're staying out late and we're going to tell each other that we're at the other person's house to stay out late. You're not actually sleeping at someone's house at night with hot cocoa and popcorn. No, you're going to a party. And you don't want to get in trouble for being out late. That's really what sleepovers were. And then you come home for the party and you're buzzed and you're just like, oh, I'm so glad I don't have to deal with my parents right now. You fall asleep. That's what sleepovers are in high school.
I actually never did that in high school.
God. I didn't think that
I lived a very sheltered life.
I was going to say, I didn't really think that I was a wild child in high school. I thought all things considered, I was, pretty, I'm not going to say I was a perfect kid. I was far from perfect, but I stayed out of trouble. And, I just kind of did my thing with my friends.
Mm-hmm. But
after talking to you and after talking to the EP, I'm starting to realize that maybe I need to be reined in a little bit. Like, maybe that's why my mom would get so extra pissed at me and make me clean all the baseboards because my room was messy. Like, I'm starting to understand it now.
Yeah, when you talked about that, I'm like, I never did that in high school.
Oh, man. How old were you when you first started drinking?
Like with friends?
Yeah. No, with your mom.
Well, no, like at family parties, obviously they they would, like at, 16, 17, but like with friends, not until we were legal.
Oh, yeah. No, my mom had her hands full with me. Jesus.
Yeah.
Mom, I'm not going to say that I am sorry, but I am going to say I understand where you were coming from a little bit better now, okay? Okay. God.
So I mean, don't get me wrong. Once we turn 21, it was a whole different story. But yeah,
No, I get that. I guess so. This is what happens. I figured it out. This is kind of what happens when you live, or when your dad is one of three, is in a band, and he's kind of a functioning alcoholic. Because the first time I drank, I'm going to let you guess, actually, Judy. How old do you think I was the first time I got drunk?
Ooh, the first time you got drunk, I'm going to go 14.
You were close. 13.
Damn.
Right? So
Damn.
that happened. So I was in the Caribbean.
CPS.
It was okay. I was in the Caribbean with my dad.
Oh.
Okay. And
wait, does your mom know this story?
Yeah, she knows the story.
Okay.
She was so pissed. Are you kidding me? So I'm in the Caribbean with my dad, and the first thing I want to say is it's a different world over there. Okay, like it's easy for a kid to get, or was anyway, for a kid to get drunk when there's no laws about children being in bars and stuff. You'll go into a bar and there'll be a bunch of kids in there. Kids will be going to the bar to get their kid, or to get their parents beers. So it's not the same. So when I say I'm in the Caribbean, it's so that you can understand that it wasn't like I was in Nebraska and walking into bars and ordering beers, right?
Yeah.
But that's what happened. I would walk into a bar and I'd be like, yo, let me get a click. And 13-year-old Ryan was... So, yes. And then I came back from that trip. So my dad wasn't with me that night. It was me and my older cousin and somebody else, right? I don't remember his name, but there was someone else there. And so that's what happened. And so my dad, being a good dad, after he found out, told my mom, and she was, what? You let him know what? Right? But then here's the issue, is that my mom comes from the generation that I think many of our parents do, like you were just talking about, where it was, all right, fine, you started drinking. You can drink as long as it's with family or as long as there's adults around, right? So like if you're at a party at your friend's house, but the mom is there, obviously drinking's fine, that kind of thing. So since the cork had popped at 13, she didn't feel like she should uncork the bottle. So I came back that summer. I came back from that trip that summer, and it was just like a wave of liquor when it washed over me. And I've just been, it's funny though, I don't even drink anymore.
And I was gonna say, now we know why you don't drink anymore.
There you go. It's because I started young, okay? You start young, you can retire young. Oh, wow. God. And people wonder why I don't let Asher listen to the show. People think it's because I say cuss words. No. It's because I'll give him too many ideas. Oh, God. All right. Oh, man. That does it for this week's episode of A Conversation with Judy and Ryan. Thank you guys once again for listening to my rantings and ravings. And we appreciate each and every one of you. If you can please go onto the YouTube channel and subscribe. We are only 3 subscribers away from hitting 60. So that'd be cool. You can always check our Patreon out if you want to support the show. If you don't want to give us money, then just like, share, subscribe, or just listen. We appreciate everything that you guys do. And until next time, we'll see you on A Conversation with Judy and Ryan. Bye. There we go. Oh, I really had to hold that one.